Hey guys, today we're going to look at three machines here. We got our little John Deere 445 collection of tractors, and I thought today would be a good day to shoot a video. There's no wind and it's a nice April spring day here in Minnesota. The interesting thing about these three John Deere 445s is that they are all three 2001 models. 2001 was the last production year for these tractors. So it's kind of neat that all three of them are from that year. That means that all three of them have the steel camshafts. The earlier models did not. And I think they made these from 93 to 2001, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, all three are 2001 models. And we use all three of these for a variety of purposes. We'll start with the tractor that we've had the longest. This is a 2001 445, and it has the 40 loader attachment on the front here. These 40 loaders are getting harder and harder to find, but this one is in great shape, and we use this tractor for snow blowing in the winter. We have a blower that goes on this one, and we also have the loader for the summertime for a variety of projects, for landscaping, dirt, rock, whatever the case may be. But yeah, the loader's in great shape. We've had this tractor for a while now. It was bought used maybe 10 some odd years ago or so. Currently it has it's hard to see, but it's 1116 is what the hour meter says. So just over 1100 hours on this machine. It has the weight box in the back. We got the suitcase weights plus a ton of different heavy steel pieces in here. We got a chain in case we get stuck with it. Down there, the bluff, we use it a lot for pushing grass clippings, dirt, rock, trees, whatever the case may be. Has the big tire in the back. It's a nice machine though, and the loader works great. We'll start it up here. But no, it's neat how the loader attaches. You know, we got the snowblower in the winter, and it just takes a couple of minutes to get that off, and this takes only a few minutes to get on. You just attach the hydraulics to the lines here, and sits in these brackets. This bracket comes on the sides, bolts right in on the frame, and it sits right here. A lot of the weight just sits on these brackets, and then also the front mount right there. And it works great. The second tractor we have here in the collection is our newest addition. This is another 2001 445. This one obviously has the cab and the blower on it. This tractor is just used for snow blowing. Picked this up last December from a family in southern Minnesota, and I did a pretty detailed video on this one. This one is kind of like a time capsule. It only had 290 hours on it when I purchased it a couple months ago. Right now it's sitting at 317 hours, but it's in very good shape for its age. The cab is in great shape. We'll open the cab here. Again, the cab's in great shape. Has an actuator to lower and raise the chute, like so. Put a new throttle lever on there that was broken. It has a heater back here that works really well. Has a fan, switches, dome light, wiper. It's got the wheel weights and the chains that we'll probably just leave on all year, since all we're going to use it for is snow blowing. It was just too nice to pass up. Found it on Facebook Marketplace. And look at the condition of this thing. Put brand new tires in the front that were getting really dry rotted. Brand new tires in the front there. But with the snowblower being pretty beat up with all that rust and stuff, it's been used for sure, but you would never really know that this was that low of hours. But it's pretty phenomenal, in great shape. The cab is immaculate. Put some LED lights on the back there to see better, and put some newer LEDs in the front. Had the old halogen bulbs and lights in the front there. Replaced those out so we can see a lot better. As you can see, we got a large driveway here to snow blow, but it does the job great. We're really glad to have it with the other two. All right, here's the third and final tractor. This is another 2001 445. I've had this tractor for maybe 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. It's our mowing tractor. All it does is mow. It does have, you know, the hydraulic lines there and hookups for snow blowers or whatever, but this thing only gets used for mowing. And as you can see, we have a lot of grass here to mow. Acres and acres of grass. And this thing is a monster at cutting grass. It has a 60-inch deck, and it is an all-wheel steer model. So it's about as close as you can get to a zero turn. Of course, a zero turn mower, you can't beat that as far as turning radius, but with the all-wheel steering, this thing is great at going around trees, all kinds of things, and it cuts great. This machine is currently sitting at 1,143 hours, so it has a little bit more hours than the one with the loader over there. They're about the same, basically. It's only got 30 more hours, but this one definitely gets used the most because, again, lots of grass to cut at several properties. We do have a power flow and bagging collection system for this in the garage. There's the MC519 collection cart that goes in the back with the power flow system that attaches to the deck and shoots the grass or leaves or whatever you're doing to the back, which is very nice to use sometimes. You can raise and lower the deck with the hydraulics. Again, it has the Kawasaki engine in it. There's the engine right here. All three of these tractors have the same engine. The Kawasaki fuel injected V-twin. And it's pretty nice to have fuel injection in your riding mower. You know, they make the 425, which is pretty much the same tractor, except it is not fuel injected. It has a little less horsepower than these do. But we love these tractors. They are just hard-working machines, very reliable. Never really had a problem with them. We have had issues with leaking oil, the valve cover gaskets or whatever it is. This one, the engine's been kind of resealed. I don't know if you can see the sealant on the from a block there around the valve covers and all that. But you always want to make sure that your addressing leaks. And these, you know, almost every mower machine will leak from time to time, but well, that's our little collection of 445 tractors. Thank you for checking it out, guys. And if you are in the market for a nice little garden tractor, look for these. They are out there for sale. Sometimes you have to look around to find the right one for the right price, but these are very capable little machines. And if you have a farm or a ranch or just a larger property and want to get your mowing done quicker or snow blowing, you can find some really nicely used John Deere 445s out there. Now, they do make the 425, that again is the carbureted Kawasaki V-twin, and those are just fine as well. You can find those relatively affordable out there, and I've seen them last for well over 2,000 hours. And they also do make the 455, the diesel variation of these with the 3-cylinder Yanmar diesel. Of course, those are probably the highest valued versions of these. But anyways, we love these tractors, and we hope you learned something today about them as well. And maybe you'll find yourself with a John Deere 445 down the road. But anyways, thanks for checking out the video, guys, and we will have more machinery in the future. So please like and subscribe the video, and we will see you again very soon. See you guys.